y'all for being here. Had a good weekend in Boca Raton. Went 2-1, like Matt said. Opened up with a loss to a very good Stetson team who plays the game very differently than we do. They run it very, very fast. We do not. We run it pretty slow and pretty deliberately. I didn't know how it would work out because we never see speed in practice because that's not how we run it. But I thought our kids handled the speed really, 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 really well. And I thought that despite not playing our best and not playing with a ton of unity and esprit de corps, I guess you could say, on our side for that game, the fact that we went to 5 against teams so different, that was really good, was positive for us. And then we regrouped after that and beat a really, really good FAU team. That was a huge win for us. We were losing in the teens in the second set against FAU, and I remember my staff looking at each other and saying, we got better since this morning, and we were getting hammered at the time. But our kids showed a lot of resiliency. They showed a lot of dedication to team. They functioned really well as a unit in that second match. And down 0-2, we were really relaxed. Went back there and got up on them 10-0 to start the third set and ended up pulling it out 15-12 in the fifth. So that was a huge win against a much bigger, much more physical team on their home court at their own tournament. And then finished it up against Bethune-Cookman, a MEAC team, which isn't a particularly strong volleyball conference, but they were very athletic, had a great setter and 2 great left side attackers. And I think they would probably finish middle third in the Southland Conference if I had to guess. And it was a good opportunity to play 13 out of my 14. Megan Carlton got scoped about a month before season started, so she's still coming back from a leg scope a little bit. But everybody else got to play, and it was good, especially to get Shelby Poles and Ray Myers in there to get some freshman jitters out and let them hit the ball really hard out of the court and in the court. And they did great. So, good things from the weekend, good takeaways. I think we've figured out who our starting setter is, and it's Kelly Graham, who was our second-string setter last year, but has really competed and is a great manager of people out there. So that feels good, and I think Kimberlyn Patterson is going to be our libero. I led all 3, I call them the little people, but I led all 3 DS's libero set while we were down there, and that was the plan going in. And I think Kim's a huge reason we won that FAU game. She puts her foot on the rest of our team and makes them go till the game's over with. So that was really great to see. Other standouts from this weekend, Becca Korinick, who walked on last year as a freshman and who is now a sophomore, is in our first outside hitting position and did just really awesome and was our leading attacker kill-wise and attempts-wise against FAU. So that was fun to see. Krista Stewart, one of our sophomores from Trinidad and Tobago, if you look at her stat line, it's not overly impressive, but Krista was a huge role in beating FAU, and they had these 2 monster middles, and Krista just shut them down and was really tremendous. So, good individual performances, and then Melina and Rachel did what Melina and Rachel do, and they made the all-tournament team. So, it's nice to have those questions answered. It's nice to know that the style of play that we have chosen to go with is going to be effective for us. It's nice for us to have pulled off that win against FAU, for our kids to find a little belief in the system we're running, and good to know who our setter and who our libero is. So those are all big positives out of the weekend.